In a world where facts often take a backseat to emotions, critical thinking has never been more important. Think of a light bulb tree. Each branch holds a glowing bulb, representing a piece of information. Some bulbs shine brightly, illuminating the truth, while others flicker with half-truths or misinformation. Without critical thinking, we risk grabbing onto something that only seems bright but leads us astray. A post-truth world is one where people often base their opinions more on emotions and personal beliefs than on facts. This makes critical thinking essential for navigating through the complexities of this world. Critical thinking helps us choose the right lights, making sure our path forward is based on truth rather than deception. Let's explore how we can use critical thinking to navigate this landscape. Critical thinking is the ability to analyze information objectively and form a reasoned judgment. It's about not just accepting things at face value, but digging deeper, asking questions, and seeing the bigger picture. In our light bulb tree analogy, critical thinking is like examining each bulb carefully before trusting its light. Why is this so important? In a post-truth world, where the line between fact and opinion can blur, critical thinking helps us separate the genuine light of truth from the flickering bulbs of misinformation. It allows us to make decisions based on evidence, not just on what feels right at the moment. For instance, when deciding which news to trust, it's not as simple as picking what aligns with your views. It requires evaluating the source, evidence, and context. Or think about making informed choices about health, finances, or politics. Critical thinking is what keeps us from being swayed by catchy headlines or persuasive but misleading rhetoric. One of the biggest challenges we face today is the rise of misinformation and fake news. These false lights flood our light bulb tree, making it harder to find the genuine sources of truth. Fake news can distort reality and spread rapidly across social media, reinforcing false beliefs and misleading many. Separating fact from fiction in this environment is tough. Sometimes these misleading bulbs shine so brightly that they seem real and trustworthy. This is where critical thinking becomes crucial. It forces us to question the tempting glow and ask whether the light is real or just a cleverly disguised illusion. Another challenge is confirmation bias. Confirmation bias is like reaching for only those light bulbs that fit the colors and patterns we expect. It's the tendency to seek out information that confirms what we already believe and to ignore or dismiss anything that challenges those beliefs. This bias makes critical thinking even harder because it encourages us to stay in the comfort of familiar lights instead of exploring the entire tree. To develop strong critical thinking skills, we need tools and strategies to navigate this complicated landscape. Start by questioning the information you encounter. When faced with a new piece of information, ask yourself, who is the source? What is their credibility? What evidence supports their claims? Is there a hidden agenda? These questions help identify which bulbs are truly reliable and which are misleading. Another key strategy is cross-checking sources. Don't rely on just one light bulb to guide you. Look at multiple sources before forming an opinion. Cross-referencing different perspectives allows you to see the full spectrum of light, helping you build a clearer and more accurate understanding of the truth. Improving your analytical skills is also important. Learn to identify common logical fallacies like jumping to conclusions or relying on emotional appeals. Additionally, being aware of fundamental statistics can help you avoid falling for deceptive statistics that support a particular viewpoint. Think of these analytical skills as tools for inspecting each bulb, guaranteeing that it's providing reliable illumination. We can learn how to think critically through education, but it can still be improved. Currently, schools often address critical thinking in specific subjects like debate or philosophy, but it isn't always integrated across all areas of learning. As a result, students might leave school without the tools they need to navigate a post-truth world effectively. To better prepare students, education should focus on incorporating critical thinking into every subject, from math and science to history and literature. Media literacy should also be a key component of this education, helping students understand how information is created, distributed, and consumed in the digital age. Schools can give students the skills they need to do well in a world full of knowledge by teaching them how to climb the light bulb tree with a critical eye. Critical thinking isn't just something you learn in school, it's a skill that needs to be practiced daily. Start by including simple habits into your routine, such as reading from a variety of news sources, engaging with different viewpoints, and taking time to reflect on your own beliefs and biases. This habit of reflection helps ensure that you're not just grabbing onto the nearest light bulb, but carefully choosing the most reliable sources of illumination. Get involved in your community as well. Promoting critical thinking doesn't have to be a solo activity. Join a book club that encourages thoughtful discussion or participate in local debate groups where diverse perspectives are welcomed. Sharing your ideas with others helps you think more clearly and teaches others in your community how important it is to think critically. In this post-truth world, critical thinking is our guide through the light bulb tree of information. By questioning information, cross-checking sources, and honing our analytical skills, we can avoid the flickering distractions of misinformation and focus on the steady lights of truth. What steps will you take to improve your critical thinking skills in this post-truth world? Share your thoughts in the comments. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to share it with others who might benefit. Together, we can make sure the lights that guide us are the ones that illuminate the way forward.